Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you about 10 secret and hidden features and details that were released in the Finance and Felony DLC update that you might not have known about. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump straight into this. The first feature you might not have known about is you can actually enter your office through the helipad. That's right, Rockstar actually allowed the helipad to be accessible from the inside and out. So if you hover over your office helipad about 40 or 50 feet, you should get this message that says press right on the D-pad to land and enter the office. It'll take you through this really cool cutscene and you'll be able to enter into your office, which is pretty neat because that will save you the time from having to run downstairs or, literally land your helicopter on the ground and go from the ground floor. And you can also do the same sort of things from inside of the office. You can do more than just leave on the ground floor. You can leave in a vehicle, go on the roof, leave in a Pegasus vehicle. So those are some really cool features that Rockstar added that not a lot of people I've seen have been utilizing. Speaking of which, and that's a great segue to the second thing, which is utilize the assistant. Whether they're male or female, they're more than just eye candy and call you on the phone. They actually do a lot of stuff. So, for example, the executive assistants can act as a Pegasus concierge, meaning they can have any Pegasus vehicle delivered to you straight from your office, which is ultra convenient. They can also deliver any personal vehicle you want and have that delivered right outside of your office so that when you leave, it will literally be waiting at the door for you, which I think is super nice. You've also got unlimited snacks. There's now no longer a need to go to the convenience store because you can literally fill up your entire inventory with E. Cola, Ego Chaser, Meteorite, P's and Q's, and more from the desk. And you can also monitor who is at your door from the assistant's desk. So again, I know they're expensive and I know that you may overlook them, but please don't, because they do have a lot of cool features that I know a lot of you guys will be able to take advantage of in game. Some really neat ones right there. Okay, number 3, a lot of people don't seem to know where the safe and where the gun safe is. So these are 2 features that you can add to your offices when you purchase them. They're pretty expensive, and the safe and the gun safe are literally on the blank walls right behind the desk, to the left and to the right. They actually do blend in. In fact, I myself even had trouble on my very first live stream. I was like, where are these things? But yeah, they're right behind your desk, and all you have to do is go over to the wall and push right on the D-pad. And it actually looks really cool in first person. I don't know why I like that so much, but in first person mode, you can open and close these for whatever you want to do, taking Snapmatics or whatnot. The money in the safe actually doesn't do anything. You can't collect money from that safe over time. It's just there for visual purposes. However, the gun safe on the left, if you're facing the desk, is actually very useful. You can use this to store weapons per se, so that they won't show up in your weapon wheel inventory. So once you've got the door open, you can choose from all the different classes like melee or machine guns or rifle or pistols, and you can choose to do a custom layout which will allow you to either show or hide one of the weapon options. And if you choose to hide the weapon option, you will not see it in your weapon wheel, which means that if you pull up your weapon wheel, you won't see this weapon and it won't be lost within the others that you have in that category, which is nice if you want to simplify some weapons. Also nice if you want to get rid of some weapons that you technically don't use anymore. This is a feature that I've wanted to be added into Grand Theft Auto Online for a while now, and I'm so happy that Rockstar's finally gotten around to doing it. All right, number 5, there's actually a secret video game that you can play inside of your office. Now, it does require you and one other player, and what you have to do is sit down on the couch together, and you can actually play the video game, which is Don't Cross the Line. It's kind of like a big game of Snake, where your objective is just to avoid the other line. And if you want to pass some time, this is honestly not a bad thing to do at all. So let's say you're an associate and your CEO is going AFK for a second. Let's say he's taking a bathroom break or he's going to make a sandwich. This is something you can do for like 5 minutes, and it's actually pretty fun. I ended up winning one game, I ended up losing one game, and you'll believe it or not, you actually pass the time pretty conveniently. I'm not sure what the theme of this is. It's like some retro 80s game with a lady and a man, and it's like Degenitron or something like that. It's pretty crazy. It's a weird game, if I do say so myself, but you can use this to pass the time and have some fun while you're chilling out in your office. Okay, at the number 6 spot, you guys might obviously know that the offices provide some pretty amazing views in Grand Theft Auto Online. So right now, my office is in the Maze Bank building, which is really awesome. It's got one of the best views. You can see like the Hollywood sign or the Vinewood sign, all the FIB buildings. However, there are 3 decorative interiors in particular that I think will ruin any view, and I think you guys need to be aware of this. And believe it or not, they're one of the most expensive options. So any of the power broker options, ice, conservative, or polished, will add these really weird blinding kind of features or blinders on your window, which I'm guessing are supposed to be luxurious, but all I notice is that they block your view. So I chose Power Broker Ice right here, and if you go over to the window, you can see that there's like blinds on them now, which again, some people may consider cool, but the only thing I got out of this was, wow, now my view is less in an office that I just paid $6 million for. So I'm not exactly sure what Rockstar's intention was for adding the blinds there. Maybe it literally was to make it less glary in your office. So if that's the case, then it might be a cool feature. But again, the only thing I've noticed so far is on all the power broker options that there are blinds and that they do get in the way of your nice view. Speaking of changing the interior and your office, at the number 7 spot, if you want to change the way your executive assistant looks, then you're going to have to change the decor of your office. So every time you change the decor of your office, your executive assistant will change as well. They'll get a different hairstyle. They'll put on different clothing. For the women, they'll have different jewelry or accessories. So it is pretty cool. And if you want to change the way your guy or your girl looks, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to swap between the different office decors. Now, luckily, Rockstar offers a preview screen. So if this is the way you're going to determine the way your office looks, then you can preview before you spend all of your money. But just in case you weren't aware, the assistants are not all the same, and they will change when you do update your office interior. At the number 8 spot, the offices are dynamic, which in my opinion is so cool. So throughout this gameplay, you're going to see me pointing at various things like paintings, guns, money, medical supplies. These are items that will start to accumulate in your office as you do more warehouse CEO deals and sells, the buying and selling things, which I think is super neat. And it's something that I actually predicted in my video a long time ago when like the first bit of information on Finance and Felony came out. I told you guys that it would be awesome if the offices were dynamic, and it turns out that they are. So yeah, scattered all around this office, you'll find paintings, you'll find medical supplies, you'll find weapons and money that's scattered and laying all around the floor. It's pretty neat and pretty awesome. And I think it also depends on the kind of things you're selling as well, that will determine the kind of items that show off in your office. So that's kind of customizable too. Okay, at the number 9 spot, this one's kind of small, but I thought it was kind of interesting because some vehicles, believe it or not, don't have this feature. And the Bravado Rumpo has really cool like brush guards all around the front and even on the roof of the car. It has those cool roof rails and it has those fog lights up there. And those actually work, which is super neat. So the ones on the grill and the ones on the roof of the car, they work too. And believe it or not, there are some vehicles in game, like I mentioned, that don't have that feature, even though they have the lights. I think the Coil Brawler is one of them. So this is pretty cool. Even though I've stated that this isn't the best vehicle, I think that is a super neat feature for the Bravado Rumpo. And last but not least, at the number 10 spot today, we have the fact that the airport gates now open. That's right. So in public sessions, airport gates will now no longer require you to do what that guy just did, which is have to leap over on the ramp to get over them. They'll just open, which is super convenient and which is super nice. Now, I have tested this in private and in crew session lobbies, and it doesn't seem to work as well. It's kind of spotty. So I think it may be public session only. And if that is the case, that's slightly a bummer, but at least Rockstar's progressing in the right direction and are adding some really cool features that we want. Okay, now I'm going to end the video with a bonus, and that is a feature that was added in this update. It's really, really weird. So now 2 players can get into beds together in Grand Theft Auto Online. So although this isn't a secret, it was like shared on the newswire. How random is that? That's the kind of thing that Rockstar have been focusing on, adding that kind of detail in GTA Online. I wonder if this is just the start of more, I guess, things you can do in bed with another character in Grand Theft Auto Online. Who knows? I doubt we'll ever reach that point, but that's all the information I'm going to be talking about for you guys today. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. That would be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. We like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.